And these are the items that we are going to conduct in terms of risk assessment during plan. This does have some overlap, but this is clearly defined in what the auditor needs to check off, right? Many checklists in an audit, you want to check off that we considered the risk of management override of controls. You want to consider the inclusion of all key engagement members, including the engagement partner. That's very important. We don't want the partner, who's the one presumably signing the letter with the opinion, to not be involved in the work that goes into getting that opinion ready. This could exclude the junior staff, and that's fine. A little sad for them not getting invited. Hopefully they get invited to the pizza party, but can't guarantee that. The discussion of the susceptibility of the entity's financial statements to material misstatement and fraud. I've said it many times, I'll keep saying it. We want to assess both error and fraud equally. Yes, we're going to work a little bit harder to find fraud because fraud gets concealed, but both are equally damaging to the materiality of the financial statements. There could be zero fraud, but a lot of errors, still just as serious as the fraud. The engagement team must identify the specific engagement risks that could occur. Is it possible that a bunch of these staff members will quit midway through the engagement? That's a risk. And why would that happen? I don't know. Maybe they're not getting paid well. That's a risk. I'm just throwing out risks, right? This is a whole brainstorming session. In terms of the specific engagement, there could be a risk that the client just doesn't want to give a certain documentation, in which case, possibility for disclaiming an opinion or withdrawing from the engagement. What other risks could happen? Maybe you're very much far up north, wherever you are, and maybe it's all the way in Canada, and there's a lot of snowstorms, and you can't visit the warehouses. Totally going off very distinct examples. These are all risks that could occur. That could affect the timing, your inventory counts. If you can't get to a client site, that's a problem. I know a lot of people are remote and able to work from anywhere, but there are still a lot of things you need to be in person for. The engagement team must discuss how these risks could affect the engagement and how to mitigate them. They also must determine whether these risks are acceptable, and if they're not, how to further mitigate them. Lastly, you need to document these risks and the plans to mitigate the risks. All important items for you to do as an auditor while assessing risk during planning.
Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.